Now, do you think social media as a medium changed the cultural standards? And I mean it in a. Have you read Neil Postman at all? Have you read like Amusing Ourselves to Death? He was a social critic, technology critic, and wrote a lot about sort of technological determinism. So the ways, which is a really influential idea to a lot of my work, which is actually a little out of fashion right now in academia, but the ways that the properties and presence of technologies change things about humans in a way that's not really intended or planned by the humans themselves. And that book is all about how different communication medium like fundamentally just changed the way the human brain understands and operates. And so he sort of gets into what happened when the printed word was widespread and how television changed it. And this was all pre-social media. But this is one of these ideas I'm having is like what to the degree to which, and I get into it sometimes on my show, I get into a little bit, like the degree to which like Twitter in particular just changed the way that people conceptualized what, for example, debate and discussion was. Like it introduced a rhetorical dunk culture where it's sort of more about tribes not giving ground to other tribes. And it's like, it's a complete, there's different places and times when that type of discussion was thought of differently, right?
Well, yeah, absolutely. But I tend to believe, I don't know what you think, that there's the technological solutions. Like there's literally different features in Twitter that could completely reverse that. There's so much power in the different choices that are made, and it could still be highly engaging and have very different effects, perhaps more negative, or hopefully more positive.
Yeah. So I'm trying to pull these two things apart. So there's these two ways social media, let's say, could change the experience of reading a major newspaper today. Mm-hmm. One could be a little bit more economic, right? So the internet made it cheaper to get news. The newspapers had to retreat to a paywall model because it was the only way they were going to survive. But once you're in a paywall model, then what you really want to do is make your tribe, which is within the paywall, very, very happy with you. So you want to work to them. But then there's the sort of the determinist point of view, which is the properties of Twitter, which were arbitrary. Jack and Evan just, whatever, let's just do it this way, influenced the very way that people now understand and think about the world.
So the one influenced the other, I think.
Yeah.
They kind of started adjusting together. I did this thing. I mean, I'm trying to understand this. Part of the I've been playing with the entrepreneurial idea. There's a very particular dream I've had of a startup that is a longer term thing that has to do with artificial intelligence. But more and more, it seems like there's some trajectory through creating social media type of technologies, very different than what people are thinking I'm doing. But it's a kind of challenge to the way the Twitter is done. But it's not obvious what the best mechanisms are to still make an exceptionally engaging platform. Like Clubhouse is very engaging and not have any other negative effects. For example, there's Chrome extensions that allow you to turn off all likes and dislikes and all of that from Twitter. So all you're seeing is just the content.
Yeah.
On Twitter, that to me that's not a compelling experience at all, because I would argue I still need the likes to know what's a tweet worth reading.
Yeah.
Because I don't only have a limited amount of time, so I need to know what's valuable. It's like Yelp reviews on tweets or something.
Yeah, exactly.
But I've turned off on, for example, on my account on YouTube, I wrote a Chrome extension that turns off all likes and dislikes and just views. Yeah. So I don't know how many views the video gets and so on, unless it's on my phone.
But did you take off the recommendations?
No.
On YouTube, some people, the distraction for YouTube is a big one for people. Yeah.
No, I'm not worried about the distraction because I'm able to control myself on YouTube.
You don't rabbit hole.
No, I don't rabbit hole. So you have to know your demons or your addictions or whatever.
Yeah.
On YouTube, I'm okay. I don't keep clicking. The negative feelings come from seeing the views on stuff you've created.
Oh, so you don't want to see your views.
Yeah. So like I'm just like speaking to the things that I'm aware of myself that are helpful and things that are not helpful emotionally.
Yeah.
And I feel like we need to create actually tooling for ourselves. That's not me with JavaScript, but anybody is able to create, sort of control the experience that they have.
Yeah.